Obviously that one feels pretty good, and not only did we have the number 2 team in our league come in, I think the way that we were able to defend and guard was something that we have just been working on, and our guys really responded. They took our game plan and they executed it, and I thought late in the half, in the second half, I thought they missed some shots that they normally hit, but I do think that our effort and intensity on the defensive end is really what set the tone. And again, we got contributions from everyone. I've said it before, but our depth is our biggest strength. And we were able to put guys in moments maybe that they hadn't been in, and they were able to execute and perform. Specifically, I talked to Giovanni, missed some defensive assignments, and he came in there and just we brought guys in, we made a push, and then he was able to take coaching positively, and he was able to come in here and finish a ball game for us. And obviously, bringing Ben in with the offensive spark and the energy Daniel brought to us off the bench, it was huge. It was a collective team effort. Very, very proud of the guys, and we want to build on this. We haven't really had a tendency to play really well after a win, and especially on the road. So that's going to be our focus as we move forward.
That was the longest stretch of the year. I think Javon was on the bench, and you haven't maybe had the luxury to be able to do that. Just kind of what did you see that led to that? And again, talk about his response coming back in.
Yeah, I thought, although they weren't really cutting into our lead, I just thought that our energy defensively wasn't great, and I thought, specifically he had missed a rotation, and I think had a blow by, and so taking him out, asking him to recommit to that end of the floor. We bring guys in, fresh energy. We're able to push a lead, and again, he's able to come down and finish a game for us. And specifically, really getting his hand and guarding and getting out on the break and just being special in that way. So, I noticed that he wasn't in the game very much, but I also thought we got a lot of contribution from the bench.
Donovan, you had an excellent pass inside to Ben on a couple different plays there. Where there was one really nice pass inside, he finished it off. Can you talk about the contributions just that both of you guys were able to make tonight?
I think it's starting practice, first of all, because in practice we run a play. If the person in the post get the ball, you circle, and I think he did a good job with that, and I was able to find him. So I think that's the reason.
Way to tell teams our play. Good job, man.
I was going to say, come on.
Ben, you've had games where you are lights out. You've had games where it's a struggle a little bit. Just talk about what works on the nights when things are rolling for you.
Just staying committed to the game plan and taking coaching and just giving my all out there. So.
Matt, defensively, just the mask, what were you able to do on him in particular, especially the first time around?
Yeah, he really had a great game against us at their place, specifically when they moved him to the 5, and so we wanted to keep a long athletic body on him. Donovan got the matchup tonight, and I thought he just did a great job of tracking him, finding him in transition, being able to limit his post-ups, and so. Again, the way we defend, we try to defend them collectively, right? It's not necessarily, a one-on-one matchup, but, I thought Donovan did a great job of keeping a hand up, and guys were helpful when there was rotations, and it was good. Kept a hand up all night.
Kaiser, when he went down the third time of the game, he knew something. He slapped the floor right away.
Yeah.
I guess, can you say anything about what's going on? And what
It's got a lot of swelling in his ankle, so we'll look at it and go from there.
And just, can you touch on? It looked bad. What has he meant to the guys this year throughout?
Kaiser was. Even you look at it today. We bring him off the bench and. In the first half and the second half, and we go on huge runs. And I don't think it's, a surprise. He plays with a lot of toughness. He plays with a lot of energy. He has extremely high basketball IQ, and he makes us go in a lot of ways. Losing John will be a huge loss.
Ben, I'm sure that, and it's for both of you guys, I'm sure Kaiser's taking you under your wing a little bit, under his wing. Just Can you touch on what he's meant to you?
Yeah, absolutely. He's just been a good leader for the freshmen all year and just keeping us accountable in practice and pushing us in games and everything and just being a tough guy, like Coach said, and just getting up 2 out of those 3 times, and we're just praying that he's okay.
There was the second time, Matt, that he went down, he hopped up and he got a standing ovation from the crowd in the middle of the game. It's been a while since a player's got a standing O in the middle of the game. Did you notice that it happened at all?
Sure. I mean, if I'm and I am a fan, right? But if I'm watching, a guy that really would resonate with what I would call our community, Northwest Indiana would be Kaiser. There's just this, toughness about him that, makes you cheer for him. So, I'm glad he had that moment.
You guys held him to 38 points, the least amount of points you've given up, this school's given up since 1984. Just, again, talk about the defensive commitment there.
Again, I thought we were locked in defensively. I thought we made stuff very tough for them. I also thought they missed shots that they normally hit. And, we gave up, a lot of shooter threes. And, I just think that they got out of a rhythm. And, it's hard. You travel, you come into a gym during a snowstorm. I mean, there's a lot of things that can weigh into that. But I am proud of our effort and also proud of our fortune a little bit.
Where do you see your team improving this week? You had 2 close losses and come up with a big one tonight.
Well, we've been trying to be better defensively. And if you look at really our last 4 games, remind me, guys, 4 games ago was Illinois State, is that right? I thought we played very well defensively then. We had Northern Iowa here, and we actually guarded them very well. We couldn't put the ball in the basket at all, but we guarded them well. And then we went to Loyola on their home floor and didn't guard them great, and then tonight we played well defensively. So it's been a focal point. It's something that we know we need to improve on. And, we've gotten better, 3 out of the last 4 games. We need to continue on that trend. So, and as we say that, we're starting to turn the ball over more than we have. So now we got to refocus on that. But again, our motto is always it's a process, right? And coming in with a lot of young guys that we've had, it's you got to get better every single day, and that's got to be the focus.
Donovan, you had a career high 5 assists. What was working for you and moving the ball around?
Offense, I found people open. I found open people, and I just passed it. That's all I can say right now.
No, he takes coaching really well. I mean, we try to prep our guys, and Donovan did a great job. We're going to let him hoop a little bit, but.
You 5 assists from Donovan this game, 9 from Nick the last game.
Yep.
Starting to get some passing around from guys that aren't normally high assist guys. Just talk about the ball.
Well, Nick is a high assist guy normally. I mean, you look at some of his numbers. He's been a little bit, kind of injured this year, right? But look at his numbers from St. Joe and when we recruited him before. I mean, he is a high assist guy, low turnover, and so there is some of that. But there's also just understanding of what we're trying to do, and again, getting better. And hopefully we can build on it.